Global mobility is a lot of things, but at the core, it's moving people from one country to the other and helping them grow, whether it's in their careers or as a person, experiencing a whole other culture, and growing professionally and personally.
When I have to explain global mobility to people, I like to start by saying I'm in the business of moving people, and then expand, on the fact that we are an industry that really helps and supports with a really big, important transition in people's lives when they're moving, whether domestically or internationally, with all aspects of that move, whether it be immigration-related needs or the physical relocating of things and people, and then, of course, the complexities that come along with anything related to tax and moving across different types of country or state lines.
So when I think of global mobility, I think of getting the right people in the right places at the right time. And ultimately, global mobility should be used as a talent strategy to attract and retain diverse talent. So while mobility professionals definitely are the gatekeepers and coordinate a lot of the logistics and make sure that we're staying compliant with immigration and tax and things like that, we're also a strategic partner. So we basically advise and counsel and educate businesses and come up with creative solutions to help businesses manage and meet their goals. And we also empower employees. And the mobility program is empowering employees to advance their career. You will find that in a lot of global companies, global mobility opportunities is important for employees as it relates to their career advancement and growth.
We definitely play a huge role in the employer value proposition if you want to use global mobility. Global mobility is actually facilitating the being enabler of possibility from an employee perspective. Build up attractiveness of the company, showing what's actually feasible, and also sharing stories with others who's actually done the assignment journey or another international experience. So I think both from an attraction perspective and also just to drive more talents to the organization, definitely mobility can be part and should be part of the employee value proposition.
I think global mobility allows employees to develop and to have to learn and also to apply those skills in different environment. So I think it is really important for the assignees to develop these skills and also to prepare the leaders or the future.
I strongly encourage you to create a partnership alliance within your corporation. As a global mobility professional, you will naturally need to lean on a variety of groups to move anyone from point A to point B. Those internal partners will include talent acquisition, people operations, finance, travel, payroll, managers, business, etc. I like to create mobility monthly or quarterly training sessions or even catch-up times with individuals in these groups in order to allow me to listen to them and what they need. For example, with our finance team, I provide them quarterly updates on what our intended spend is, and that's helped them in being able to answer questions to their VPs and their higher ups. So in providing them the value, I think that keeps my seat at the table.
So I think global mobility to the global mobility team is really opportunity. Most of us who are in global mobility are here because we want to be, and we really enjoy the dynamic nature of global mobility and just the opportunity to work with individuals from all different locations all around the world. It's really challenging, and it provides value to the company, but also value to all of us as professionals to really expand our horizons and work with individuals from all over.
The goal is to ensure that we're able to move talent or retain talent necessary to ensure the business's success. And we truly ensure that we're supporting the employee to the best way possible, recognizing any challenges, concerns that they may have, ensuring that the policies that we have in place are of best support to, and ensuring that they understand and recognize that we're here for them.
Global mobility for the global mobility team is more like a very complex puzzle that they constantly need to figure out, but there's no one answer and it's never going to be over. Because as a global mobility professionals, as a team, we always know that there will be always challenges, there will be always legislation changes, different complexities, trends in the business, the expectation from the business and the employees. So it's, I would say for global mobility team, it's more like a very enjoyable big puzzle that you constantly need to figure out, but it's never going to be over.
I think global mobility is something where you look at what an individual's needs are, if they are moving to another country, if they are requiring immigration support, if they are going on assignment. And so the global mobility specialist is really the individual that is that central point to help all of those pieces come together. So making sure that we always say in our company that when somebody is moving to another location, we generally are moving internal employees and not necessarily brand new employees. So they're employees that have already been there and they're expected to hit the ground running when they go into the new role. So the global mobility specialist is really there to help support that entire process so that that individual can be successful in their new position and they're able to hit the ground running and make sure that, as much as possible, moving and visas and all of these things are super stressful. So having that kind of central person that can help coordinate and make sure everything's on the right track is really important to the success of that individual and then ultimately the company's, success in hiring people in different locations and people who require visas.